Welcome back to Stacey CAN CAN. Today I am making some pomegranate vinegar. Great gift idea for the holidays, and it's a nice little do-it-yourself kind of a treat for folks, for those that you love, your friends and family. We like pomegranates here in our home, so it's another fun way to extend some of your favorite flavors throughout the year. This is super simple, but it does take some time. It takes about 8 to 10 weeks to, not weeks, 8 to 10 days to infuse. So what you need is you just need 2 cups of white wine vinegar, and you need 2 cups of pomegranate seeds. One pomegranate produces about a half to 3/4 of a cup of seeds. It really depends on the size, so you do need at least 2 pomegranates, depends on the size again. And then you just need a sterilized glass container to store it in for those 8 to 10 days. So let's get started. The first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna pour our 2 cups of vinegar into a saucepan, and we're gonna bring it up to just a simmer, just about 190 degrees, just right before it comes to a full boil. So we're gonna get started on that first. A few things you're gonna need when you peel your pomegranate is it's nice to have a discard bowl, a bowl to put your seeds in, and then another bowl full of water, because sometimes you might want to put your pomegranate in here to help kind of peel the stuff, or just to kind of rinse your hands off. So move things out of the way here a snort. Then you want to just cut the pomegranate, the top off, this little part here. Not the bottom. Well, you can that if you want, but the top part is the most important. And you give it a good slice. Now I need to slice it just a little bit more because we're looking for some strips in here. There we go. So if you notice, we've got some little lines in here. And these are just the sections that it will compartmentalize itself. So where those lines are, you want to score the pomegranate just ever so slightly all the way around with your knife. You don't want to cut it all the way through. We're just scoring it so we can peel it easier. And then I like to kind of scoop out, kind of cut out this core, and it's squirting all over. And you can just gently sort of stick your knife in like so, and just kind of wiggle it around a little bit. And you will see how easy it is to get that center out. Toss that aside, and now you can gently kind of pull it apart. Ooh. And all these seeds are coming out. Oh, look at that. Isn't that pretty? Is that pretty? And then you just start pulling the seeds apart. I do like to try to get as much of this like little white stuff off as much as possible. So it's just so you don't have a lot of these remnants. These little white pieces in there will make it bitter. So you wanna try to get as much of the white stuff off as possible. After you pour your pomegranate seeds into your jar, you wanna go ahead and take a spoon and just kind of bruise it a little bit, bruise the seeds just a little bit. You just take a spoon and you just kind of smush them around in there, just ever so slightly. Just kind of releasing some of the seed flavor. Once you put your vinegar inside the jar here and you have the cap on, etc., you want to store this. You can either do it in a windowsill in the bright sunlight for 8 to 10 days, or you can do it in a cool, dry, dark spot. A lot of places have you do that when you're infusing. So it kind of depends on you. I often see it in a cool, dark place for this, but for this one, because it's it's kind of shiny and it's kind of happy, and it might be fun to just store this in the windowsill. So, but it's up to you. Day 10 of the infusion, and it's now time to strain the vinegar into a. You can use cheesecloth, you can use coffee filters, you can use let's see, the jelly strainer. So I'm using the jelly strainer because I have it. And so we're gonna go ahead and get this strained, and then once we are done with the straining, we will process it in the water bath canner. We've got a good drain here. The vinegar has drained. So I am going to remove this piece of it. And I am going to give this a pretty decent little squeeze just to get all the vinegar out of it. And now we're going to pour this into a bowl like so, or a pan, saucepan. We'll bring the vinegar mixture up to a boil, and then we will add it, put it into the jars. So now I am pouring the vinegar into my jar here. That is it. There's not enough room, as you can see, there's not enough room in here. I was hoping it would make a full pint because the vinegar doesn't come all the way up to 1/4 of an inch to the top here. It just comes to about, as you can see, it comes to about an inch actually. So I'm just putting on a lid and I'm screwing this on just gently like so. And then I'll put it in the refrigerator and just use it as is. Now, if I had some smaller canning jars, which I don't at the moment, we could have done them in little half pints, but I don't have those. So I am just gonna keep it in the refrigerator like this, and then use it for salad dressings and such. So thanks for joining me today on making some pomegranate vinegar. It'll be a great addition to your condiments. If you have any, please reach out, and if you would like, if you have any comments, questions, suggestions, you can below. The recipe is below as well, and you can reach me. I'm on Facebook at Stacey CAN CAN. My website is www.staceycancan.com. Email is info@staceycancan.com. And I'm also, you can at me on Instagram and TikTok at Stacey CAN CAN. So I have enjoyed canning with you today, and until next time, happy canning.